Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Coming at you with the second part to the Hunter Biden laptop. The other day, Hannity had an exclusive and he promised to come back the next day with the second part of the interview. So we're going to get straight into that. I hope all of you guys are doing well this Saturday and I hope you guys are all safe. So let's get into it.
All right, yesterday we spoke with the computer repair shop owner at the center of zero experience Hunter Biden scandal, John Paul Mac Isaac. He shared his story and provided exclusive details regarding the content on Hunter's hard drive and the documents that show very high likelihood Joe lied to the country when he said he had no knowledge of Hunter's business dealings. We did reach out to Hunter Biden's attorney for comment. For some reason, they just won't get back to us. As promised, part 2 of our exclusive Hannity interview. Now, you're visually impaired, but yet through the aid of devices, I mean, this is intricate work, I would assume, working on computers, right?
Yes. The screws are small and the tools are pretty small. Luckily, there's a lot of visual aids. I use magnifying glasses, monocles. I even have a microscope that helps me do the close-in work.
All right. Now, you believed that it was Hunter Biden that dropped off these laptops. It's now, didn't they, since all of this broke, didn't they call you and ask for the laptops back?
Surprisingly, no. Nobody's approached me to collect the machine.
No, there wasn't an attorney that called. I had read an article. There was an attorney that had called seeking.
Well,
oh, okay. How do you know?
Yeah,
Go ahead, sir.
October 13th, the day before the New York Post broke the story, I did get a call from an attorney representing Hunter, wanting to see if I still was in possession of the equipment. He made reference that Hunter was in sometime in 2017 and dropped it off. So I asked for his contact information and he sent me an email.
Okay. Now, at the time he dropped off 3 laptops in your store, only one of which was salvageable, which is the one in question, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, you got to a point where you saw things on the laptop that were disturbing. What did you see?
I saw material of a very personal nature. I don't want to obviously go into it. I don't feel comfortable about talking about the personal stuff. I also saw files related to financing and other documents that just raised some red flags.
Let me see if I can get you to explain in a little more detail things of a personal nature. Anything that would shock the conscience of the American people if they saw it?
I don't know about shocking the conscience of the American people. I know that in the process of trying to verify data, you want to choose files that are going to be the most susceptible to having corruption. Video files are a good example of that. So when I was comparing the data from the drive that I was copying to and from, I would open up a large video file and then I saw some disturbing content of a very personal nature.
So of a personal nature, let me ask you this. Would your initial gut reaction be one that would be, this is illegal what I'm seeing rather?
I didn't look at
it. In your non-lawyerly opinion, in other words, would an average person looking at those videos think this is totally illegal and needs to be reported?
Initially, the stuff that I saw from doing just the initial transfer, I would say the images in the video that I saw, I saw criminal activity, but I wouldn't go so far as to say it was criminal. I was more concerned about later on when the Ukraine was topical in the news during the summer of 2019. That's when I was getting more concerned because I was seeing a lot of names and a lot of numbers that, again, I felt somebody would someday come looking for this laptop and I needed to get it out of my shop.
So there you go. This man clearly stated that there was stuff that was concerning. He stated the basically this should have been brought up when the whole Ukraine, business dealings came into question. So this man wanted nothing to do with this situation. He was like, please come pick this up. I don't want it here. Basically, it had information that probably could have saved Trump during his impeachment when they were questioning him going back and forth with the leader of Ukraine. If you guys don't know about what happened during that time, let's have a quick refresher. I'm going to share my screen. Now, hello, my YouTube family. It's Jazz. That's me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Now, this is the images, one of the images that were found on the laptop. This was the New York Post article that was getting basically censored. It did, they didn't want this to come out on Twitter at all. Jack Dorsey ended up, censoring the hell out of this article. So, and here's the proof. The Obama administration let a Democratic PR company that worked for Ukrainian energy firm Burisma take part in a conference call about an upcoming visit to the Ukraine by then Vice President Joe Biden. Emails obtained by the Post show. An associate at Blue Star Strategies then emailed a memo with minutes of the conference call hosted by the White House to Burisma executive Vadim Kozowski, as well as to Joe Biden's son Hunter and Hunter's business partner Devin Archer, both of whom sat on Burisma's board. Now, this is the article that they tried to censor. Okay. And it says, could you kindly have have BS countersign it and forward it back to me? Kozowski wrote, I am asking you to schedule either a conference call or advise us as to the foreseen action plan of November to December 2015. And if anything has been already done by BS, could kindly you ask them to share with us this information. A Blue Star spokesman declined to comment. Now, this is Dan Bongino. We all know who Dan Bongino is. He posted, Senate committee reportedly investigating smoking gun email on Joe Biden, Hunter, and Burisma. So this is the article that he posted. The FBI has known Joe Biden met with Burisma since the impeachment inquiry. Okay, they've known. Okay. Now, this is when people were trying to actually retweet the article, and this is what was happening. As soon as people tried to retweet, this is what's happening. Look what happens when you try to tweet the link to the New York Post Biden story. Your tweet could not be sent because the link has been identified by Twitter or our partners as being potentially harmful. Potentially harmful to who? To who? Yeah. This is the stuff that they try to cover up. So, Kevin Cork, New York Post reports smoking gun email reveals how Hunter Biden introduced Ukrainian business to the VP dad. So, when he says that he didn't know about his dealings in Burisma and in the Ukraine, that's, this shows you otherwise. This guy right here, I guess he says right here, I was unable to make any posts for the past 3 hours. Twitter needs to stop censoring people. Retweet if you agree. And we all agree, but they continued anyway. Now, let's get into this.
This is a Fox News alert. We have just heard from the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey. He tweeted this, quote, our communication around our actions on the New York Post article was not great, and blocking URL sharing via tweet or DM with zero context as to why we're blocking, unacceptable. Huh. Writes like a child. Manages the company like one, too. By the way, the Biden campaign is able to call the story, quote, discredited, because big tech is trying to discredit it. No reporter has taken a look at the story and concluded, oh, sure, this is a Russian fabrication. Putin did this. That's ridiculous. So the Biden campaign is using big tech as a pretext for not responding. And big tech, of course, is trying to prevent you from reading it at all. Where does this go from here? If Biden's elected, you really think that the big tech companies are going to stop doing the bidding of their masters in Washington? Not a chance. You think big tech is going to suddenly think, oh, you're allowed to think for yourself? No. Last night in the show, we questioned whether masks are really effective at the transmission of the coronavirus, for example. And as we did that, we cited data directly from the CDC. We pulled it off their website, as well as other scientific sources. Science Magazine, for example.
Yeah. So, the media spent 4 years setting a hoax that Trump sold out America, but Biden actually did it. Okay. So just to get this straight, the New York Post reported a leaked email in which Ukrainian business thanked Hunter Biden for brokering a meeting with Joe. Joe's campaign denied that any meeting was on the schedule, then admitted that Joe might have interacted with them. The Hunter Biden hard drive is authenticated by the New York Post, my attorney Bob Costello, a receipt signed by Hunter Biden. It has also been authenticated by Biden's attorney, who called the merchant a day before it appeared and asked for Hunter Biden's computer. There you have it. There is a small recap for that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, because this seems to be coming up still, and it keeps coming up. And let me know what you guys think, because obviously it keeps coming up for a reason. So we have been, when was this? October 18th. And now it's January 23rd, and now there's an update on this story. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think they're going to release any more. Let me know what you think, if they're going to censor this. Let me know if you think there's going to be thrown under the rug, or, you know, basically brushed under the rug. Yeah, let me know. I think, in my opinion, to be honest, I think they're going to try to brush this off, but I think it's going to keep coming up because it's, you know, the truth, or people have evidence of it. This is all alleged, right? You know, I have to say that. So allegedly, it keeps coming up because obviously there's evidence, allegedly, right? So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for tuning in with Jazz That's Me. Please like, comment, and subscribe.